rather. Vertigo, don't know how much I trust this. Pay the troll toll as they move on forward every single time. Passo and Twitzy demand that attention.
I mean, DRP is just a pincushion right now, and the Captain America and the Psylocke are just bouncing between not going for the backline, which would be far riskier, but using the Venom. Ooh, that's a big elimination from Crazy Kitty. And off of the back of that, though, yeah, Chop went for a double stack of strategist ultimates. They have to win this fight. They've at least got the damage boost pumped to be able to try and put pressure onto the Karmic Revival, but Insomnia
can't get rid of Passuo. The Freedom Charge is going to make things a little bit more difficult, and Forever joins the fray. There's going to be so many mind controls. The dance of the butterflies is a dance macabre for certain. Mash and Vertigo are gone. Crazy Kitty put down for now as Forever rolls on board with diamond fists of flinging fury. Kung Fu fighting indeed they are. Nocta gets nuked from orbit by Tuzi, but I think the damage has already been done, and Insomnia bring back the point in record time. It seems like the Fist of Abyss hasn't been able to grab that much from above. In comes the Eye of Agamotto. Nocta's already got themselves one victim, spits out a second, mashes off the map, but the damage has been done. Vertigo's down. Lime Pro is taken away as well and doesn't have the cocooned revival, so Beetle can easily clear through the remainder of Insomnia.
I think Nocta tried to min-max that by using the HGF to stop Lime Pro from getting hit by the Eye of Agamotto.
Maybe.
And then carry him out so that he could come on through with the Karmic Revival. It doesn't quite work out, but it was definitely a smart play. Because Insomnia do still have res advantage as well as Dance of the Butterflies, which is going to be more than enough pressure to force Crazy Kitty into burning this ultimate. As we can see once again, Password wrapping all the way around the point, which this time Chopped are in position to
fall. The casualties are taken aback, and Chopped are moving away from a point temporarily. Tuzi up close and personal. Oh, when you get shocked by the Phoenix, you get shocked real hard. Taken up, just offered as if it's an offering to a protein god of a Phoenix. Drawn up still. Beetle going to be taken off the point for sure. Oh, never mind. Tuzi said, you let my Emma Frost go. Let my Vanguard be. Tuzi noted. Then Tuzi continues to just rain terror upon everyone who moves on to a point. Coming up close and personal yet again. Vanguards versus Vanguards. Forever's up close. Oh, Twitzy can't even survive with the help of an up close. Fate of both worlds. Vertigo moving forward as well for Soul Resurgence. Vertigo's doing so much damage as well. Full control of the character while channeling that healing. And DRP and Beetle, they just wash over the Vanguards like an inextricable tide. The move. Okay, the pivot actually over to a Mantis. I was being bamboozled with Chop. Spawn DRP towards the back, already having used so much of their utility, and wants to go back in yet again, even without the cellular corrosion. Demands all of the attention. 4 players stack on up and now rolling forward. Fate of both worlds means that DRP can disengage and get straight back into the action. Tuzi ready to run down Line Pro. Yeah, there's a soul bond, but when you share out the pain, it just makes it twice as much in this case. Surely Line Pro's going to fall on down to the Venom eventually. A pair of live streams for themselves is more than enough healing other way. Has to be a little commute there for Line Pro. The primary target of Tuzi, trying to just carve through the healing that was given on over by the Fate of both worlds. And now Passive demands attention. Once again, the Eternal Bond is used to try and deal with the slashes given by the dance of the butterflies. Vertigo towards the back, marauding even. Just a terror cape, a personal gift for Twitzy, who readily receives it. And Chopta looking strong here.
What's wild is that Chop didn't give up the point flip. Insomnia even placed themselves with a Sonic Seduction behind their own res, so that Chop weren't going to be able to try and make a play for that point, but the giant pillar right through the middle of it meant that Chop was still able to keep feet on objective and refuse to give up the percentage. And now we're headed into final fight. Insomnia have to make big changes. Passo onto the Hulk, Twitzy onto that Namor, so that they have the melt potential to keep this Phoenix in check.
And XP is just converted into overhealth for their foes and their nemesis, as Chopped are looking dominant to take this one. And Insomnia falter on the Celestial Husk.
Okay, we might need to see a Tuzi Phoenix ban. We might need to see a Tuzi Phoenix ban. Granted, the problem was definitely worsened by the fact that Mantis made it through the ban phase, coming in through from Chopped. But every single time that we see Lime Pro trying to set up a res position, including in that last fight, he gets spotted out when he's in his soft cocoon form, shadowed by DRP on the Venom, and then Tuzi shows up to play. and absolutely melts him before he can... Indeed, the whole of the whole host of options to choose from. To the point too is going to put pressure onto Insomnia's vanguards, allowing Beetle to close up the distance and now threaten with the grab and spinning kick into the enemy team. Insomnia really have to just send past the woman for a soft dive to stop the attack, aside from just walking onto point and calling it home.
Twitzy noted, however, after the hot drop manages to get away with their lifeline probe in a pretty good position here. DRP's taking a lot of damage. And you know what? This might actually give a bit of an opening. Tuzi taken down in the back by Twitzy, taking out the Maestro themselves. It's a huge pickup. And now it's time to strike towards the back. The ends now. Public enemy number one gets a lot of priority. Disengages after forcing out the invisible boundary alongside the rest of Chopper. We're just going to allow for this one to expire. This is very aggressive coming through from the side of Paso. As you said, soft dives, instantly disengaging afterwards. And it's going to be an exchange now of the Sonic seductions, but knocks her on the off angle. She's able to grant survivability to everyone who gets grabbed on up, and that forces Mash to come in.
Disengage it cleanly. They're not going to have that option now.
Okay, Nocturne and Twitzy once again on the invisible angle. Big accumulation of sparks, and the invisible boundary is so far away from the point box. We're just going to have to stay in here and stew, waiting for the point to open up there after DRP starts to move on forward. Maybe you can try and shut down this invisible boundary, utilizing your own Meteor M, but in the back, that's a lot coming through from the side of the Venom. No, DRP holds nothing. A space ult if ever I've seen one, and no one's on the point. Oh, Chopped is... They're just chopped. There's no other way to put it.
Insomnia might be the second team in EMEA to be able to win.
So far for Insomnia. We'll see if it remains to be the case. Passuo wraps around the back, dive onto a back line. Three strategists together, hits the cellular corrosion and instantly exits, doing their best soft dive once again. But Twitzy taken down as a stellar cluster goes through the doorway.
Yeah, big pick from Crazy Kitty onto the Phoenix, who now doesn't get to play that high ground angle or push Tuzi off of it. So Tuzi's already been able to build up almost halfway to that first Endsong Inferno, off of being able to put pressure onto Insomnia's rotation round that left side. Another soft dive comes on through. Chopped still not giving up these angle positions though.
Fine, attempting to shut down the Rage of Ultron, already accruing towards all of this damage. One down, Endsong Inferno good to go, but
push. It's so well.
Okay.
You can just immediately demand time.
A bit of three.
This Eternal Bond, however, the heal per second from the Cloak and Dagger outmatches the Ultron, and Insomnia finds stability until the last time from Beetle comes on through. That's a jump scare and a half, going for a portal and fighting a Wolverine. As Forever will be finding himself off of the map.
Yeah, big Feral Ape dropping him off the map after seeing Forever previously used the disengagement tool. Vertigo swaps over from the Jeff onto the Luna. I don't know if they actually got anyone in their itch Jeff. Didn't seem like anyone fell off the map.
I mean, they've been able to deal with Insomnia trying to utilize these Venom compositions. Tuzi goes over to the Phoenix. You want to have the Luna to use that Snowflake, pass it over to the Phoenix so she can play a little bit more aggressively on those off angles out of LOS.
All right, Passover wrapping up. It's real aggressive coming through from Line Pro. Has to be a maneuver onto the point, and already Passover is taking so much aggro for having infiltrated thus far. Slow abilities there. Nox are going to come out with the Rage of Ultron, and it's going to be mirrored coming through the other side from Crazy Kitty. Everyone's feeling all of the healing that they need, as Mash has also brought up the invisible boundary, and this is an opening for Twitzy to try and make something happen. For Galactic Legend written potentially in blood, but for remainder of Chop, they're happy to just let democracy sustain them.
Yeah, Beetle gets to come, but if you use your Rage of Ultron now, Crazy Kitty gets that second.
And when it comes to these strategist ults, we know the rules. Generally, second is better, lasting for longer, being able to outpace those. In the back, Passover still trying to make these soft eyes work. Oh, this is an absolute treasure trove that has been discovered. The meaty underbelly, the crit spot. You know, in your old classic RPG games, that's the big glowing red dot on the boss.
Oh, Crazy Kitty and Noxa didn't use their ultimates either. It was just the EMEA mirror, but like you said, Chopped found the better target.
The fate of both worlds is over, but the Rage of Ultron has only just begun. He's going to be getting madder and madder. Beetle in towards the back line. The assault has once again begun. A quick freeze to put this one on ice. Chill out, they tell Beetle. But Beetle's more than ready to chill because the remainder of his team has pushed for Flora Colossus to completion.
I mean, yeah, Beetle doesn't need eliminations. That he just needs to be enough of a bully to pressure out the backline at forcing to backstep into spawn. And unlike Midtown, where you can weave in and out of the spawn doors. Yeah, Storm, unfortunately. Hitbox, not that easy to obscure the way that Human Torch does. So inside the 1v1 duels, tends to lose the flyer fight as DRP finds a big pick onto Limepro, who was so close to Eternal Bond. That's going to be Insomnia having to back off yet again.
Oh, DRP's just playing such a reserved position here. We're actually seeing Crazy Kitty be more of a roaming vanguard. And that means that often, too, you can just keep the drone on them, so DRP doesn't really require any healing resources.
And Pasolo gets no opportunity either to really find these openings for the rest of the team to be able to walk in, which means no green light for the Storm Dashes. Oh, that was a mega hurricane. And that was immediately shut down before the Storm could come on through with the animation activation. Massive meteorite from DRP2 counts as Eternal Bond, and this is just textbook spawn hold right now.
Oh, look away, children. It's
this Galactic Legend, which Insomnia are going to be looking to open up this next fight for them.
Oh, how do you deal with the amount of resources Chopped have when all you have is the Galactic Legend, and Nocta's already under so much pressure? The AoEs off the back of the Iron Volley just keeping Nocta hidden away behind this, and it's still this point is moving backwards. To the sky goes the Meteor M. What's the plan right here? Already eating up a little bit of Element Gun coming out to begin with. DRP taken down by Paso. It's a great opening, and now Relaxing Sky can drive everyone forward. You can see the damage boost aura coming on out. This should, oh, that means Switzy can't get through to try and take out the Seer early. So damage done here. Tuzi's been able to build up towards yet another Rage of Ultron. Freedom rings once again. Echo around Duraco as it's going to be up close and personal. Tuzi's feeling really ballsy, and Beetle is managing to make sure that it's well reinforced.
And it is danger. Immediately felt through the Eternal Bond's 265 heals per second. They're able to do it in just the neutral. And that's why things like this Ultron is so difficult to displace when you're in a...
All that focus on the Line Pro there is I mean, Chopped